Good morning and welcome to this week's episode of Positive Vibes, making positivity and gratitude louder in a podcast world. And I'm your host, Shane Nikolic. And today I'm going to be having a Zoom call with Natrice Spicer. If I remember correctly, oh, wait a minute. I forgot I have to do this. Get over to this screen. Okay, let's start over. I got that going a little early. Yeah, at any rate, welcome to another edition, this week's edition, episode of Positive Vibes, making positivity and gratitude louder in a podcast world. And I'm your host, Shane Nikolic. Today I'm going to be having a Zoom call with Nutri Spicer. She's a life coach, uh, and I connected with her on Gary V's community post he did a while back. Um, yeah, I'm going to be talking with her. Actually, let me back up. I'm sorry. We connected on Gary V's post for the community. He did a post a while back. He just said, hey, look, everyone post your age, sex, location. We're going to do this whole AOL style, age, sex, location. And then put in a sentence or two about what you can give to the community and maybe a sentence or two about what you can get from the community, what you're looking for. And so, I chimed in, put age, sex, location. Hey, look, I got a radio show I do weekly, and I'm looking for guests, guests to come on my radio show and talk about positive things. And anyway, I gave a little background of it, and Mitrice was one of those people that such as last week, my guest Noelle from New Mexico, she was one of those people, and that answered the call and said, "Hey, I'd love to be on your show," and just adding positivity and gratitude to the world. And this is what I do, and so here we go. And this morning, I'm hoping there wasn't another um, mix up with the time difference because yeah, it's like um, Beatrice is. If I remember correctly, she's in Philadelphia. So if I remember right, that's East Coast time. So yeah, there's 3 hours difference there. Um, and hopefully she didn't, or hopefully she's okay. And just a matter of mixing up the time difference. I don't know. She's a life coach. Maybe she was pretty busy and uh, got the time slot mixed up. Got it filled in with something else. Um, but yeah, it's like hey, that's life. There's a lot going on, and it's like I was yesterday. I attended yesterday morning. I've been meaning to for a couple of years, or a year or so, however long she's been doing it, a few months or a year, maybe a little more. Um, been meaning to get together. Of course, things have been thrown off course with COVID and this what I like to call anti-social distancing. They say it's social distancing, but hey, come on, it's distancing, so therefore it's pushing us apart. Therefore, anti-social, sort of jokingly. But yeah, at any rate, I'm just yeah. Yesterday morning, I finally made it to my friend Kristen's group circuit training. Um, jump around, doing a bunch of move around, doing a bunch of exercises at different stations, and this happens to be outdoors, you know, during the, on the football field at the Sunset Shed Stadium at Sumner High School in Sumner, Washington. And it was like 31 degrees outside. And there was still frost on the football field. But, you know, laid out our yoga mats and proceeded to jog around the track there and a couple times, and then you know, just got down to it and did the exercises. And you know, it's like that was super cool just to be able to participate in that. And yeah, just to get together. I knew there was like what I think five of us, and I knew all the others from the local running community except for one. And you know, it's like we met, and now we're connected on social media, and so it's like, you know, and hopefully we run and you know, maybe go to the street circuit training together again. Um, but yeah, at any rate, finally got to do that. Made the time. Quinn did it. Felt good about that. And then um, yesterday afternoon, I went to the celebration of life for a longtime friend of mine. I had known this guy for like 30 years, 29 years, something like that. And um, yeah, he he passed on almost a year ago. He passed away, and due to COVID and not being able to get together, there wasn't a ceremony, funeral, or celebration of life. And so, you know, fortunately for the family and friends, um, both of those happened within the past couple days. And yeah, it's like, you know, it brought it brought it to you know brought it fresh to mind that you know, going to this celebration of life. You know, it's like I you know, I got to thinking about it. I much would have rather than because you know, moving different places and illnesses and so forth, and now COVID, having to stay apart anyway for safety. Um, um, it's like, you know, drifted apart. Haven't really been as close as, you know, I wish I could have been with this friend of mine. And you know, but it's like um, it was, yeah. At any rate, it just brought to mind, and I even put this in my post on social media yesterday. You know, about how it brings to mind that we need, you know, for myself anyway, I need to be celebrating all the time. You know, celebrating who's in my life. You know, celebrating, you know, just living life. It's phenomenal. You know, every day you wake up and I'm grateful to be here, grateful to be alive, grateful to wake up one more time, you know, grateful for this opportunity I've been granted, you know, it's like due to illness and COVID, disease, you know, not everyone is accident, what have you. Not everyone is granted this opportunity every day, all the time. And, you know, sometimes the wording may suck here, but the privileges are revoked. And, you know, it's like, not necessarily in that light, but, you know, it's like the whole thing's, you know, just comes to an abrupt end. And, um, yeah, at any rate, it's like, you know, just live while you can, you know, go on that vacation, you know, ask that girl out, you know, just love the people that are in your life, and you know, show them and tell them, you know, that you appreciate them in your life. while you still can. Live life while you're still alive, because when you're not, you can't. Um, yeah, at any rate, I'm still waiting for my guest to hop on the Zoom call. Um, for now, I'm just going to read another section of my book, Live the Passionate Life. Sorry, my camera is not working this morning for whatever reason. I don't know. I tried switching cameras, but it's just not working this morning for me. So I'm just going without. Um, Here we go. I'm going to go off of page 78 out of my book that I wrote, Live the Passionate Life and Quit Settling for Survival. I feel that a very important key to living the passionate life lies in our relationships with others. Whether they are relationships with family, friends, coworkers, or acquaintances, how we relate to other people has a direct influence on our ability to live life in a way that is growth oriented. If we have rocky relationships because of an inability to be deeply and honestly intimate with anyone, then we are apt to stifle and suppress our overall level of confidence in life. I have experienced this and can vouch that it is true. In the past, relationships have ended or simply weakened over my lack of intimacy. Um, yeah, here, just a second. I forgot to set this up earlier. I'm going to set this up. Just bear with me here. I'm still here. I'm just setting up my phone. Um, Gonna try and reach some more people. I can put this on my another social media. Um, let's see. Okay, just one moment here. Okay, it says you are now live. So now we're on Instagram on IG Live. Um, let's see. I'll just start that over. I'm reading a section out of my book that I wrote, Live the Passionate Life and Quit Settling for Survival. And this is from page 78. Oh yeah, hi Instagram Live. Yeah, you're now on my show, Positive Vibes, here at VT Radio Universal in Tacoma, Washington. And here we go. I'm going to start that section over. I feel that a very important key to living the passionate life lies in our relationships with others. Whether they are relationships with family, friends, coworkers, or acquaintances, how we relate to other people has a direct influence on our ability to live life in a way that is growth oriented. If we have rocky relationships because of an inability to be deeply and honestly intimate with anyone, then we are apt to stifle and suppress our overall level of confidence in life. I've experienced this and can vouch that it is true. In the past, relationships have ended or simply weakened over my lack of intimacy. When they have ended, I did not realize the issue of intimacy at the time and just considered the breakup to be because